But we have an arcade that we go to at the shore, and I love arcade games. I am a competitive human being. And do I want any of the prizes? Not really. Do I want to win? You're fucking right, I do. But I can't do that if I have a child hanging on my leg and another one in my right arm. We kind of cracked the code last summer because I had a sitter so that we could go to the arcade after our kids went to sleep. I did that. Don't tell them. I swear to God, if you tell them, I'll never hear the end of it. Don't tell them. Number 9, I miss sitting down to an uninterrupted meal. If I'm lucky, you want to go a step further, doing that with my husband. Number 10, I miss getting a full 8 hours of sleep. This is the most self-explanatory. I miss it. When I didn't have tiny human feeding overnight, I swear they take turns. They have a little meeting right before bedtime. And they're like, hey, I'm actually really tired tonight. Anyone else want to take this shift? And one of the other ones is going to be like, I got this. I'm going to have a nightmare about a spider. I'm going to scream my fucking head off. And then guess what they do? 2:15. Mom! That does it for my list. And for Can I Be Honest? Let me know what's on your list by tagging us at NGL with Kylie. Coming up, Ciara is about to join the show right after my brand new minivan mini update, brought to you by Toyota. It's been a few months now since we made the decision to go with the Toyota Sienna as our family car, and I have to admit, I might be done resisting my minivan mom era. Mostly because it's here. But nobody tell Jason. This stays between us. I have no one to blame for this change of heart besides my Sienna herself. She's simply making it way too easy for me to embrace minivan life. The number of times that I have had full hands and kicked my foot under the door or under the trunk, and it just magically opened. Chef's kiss. I also got to shout out the Toyota Sienna's built-in vacuum. I use that thing all the time, and I think every parent out there knows exactly what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure they have snacks stuffed in their pockets, and when they come into the car, they just sprinkle them. If you've been resisting the minivan life like I was, take it from me. Just take the leap. Go for a test drive at your local Toyota dealership and head to toyota.com/Sienna to learn more. She's the iconic Grammy Award-winning singer, songwriter, and dancer who brought us such classic bangers like 1-2 Step, Goodies, and Like a Boy, which I jammed out hard to this morning. She's got 8 studio albums, including her newest one, CC, out August 22nd. She's also a fellow mom of 4, a wife of an NFL player. I can't believe I'm saying this. Ciara, welcome to Not Gonna Lie.
Hi, Kylie. Good morning. How are you?
I am so excited to talk to you. We just had the pleasure of running into each other at the Gotham FC game this past weekend. Did you enjoy the game? Did you get to watch?
I did. I enjoyed the game. I had such a great time. I went there to help light the torch,
Yes.
which is a very special tradition that they have there at FC Gotham, and meeting all the girls as well. You know, the whole team was really cool. You know, it's funny because Russ and I are proud part owners of the Seattle Sounders soccer team, and obviously there's Seattle Reign, and we just understand the significance of women in sports in general. And so, you know, while I represent another club in Seattle that is, you know, the home team for me, it still was important to be there for a day like that, which was so important. I know Dove had the keeper in the game, you know, movement going, and I think it's important for us to be there for as many people as possible to show up for girls all over. So I'm like, this is the one day I'll break the rule because, you know, I want to be there. I'll cross the team lines.
That's it. Step into enemy territory.
Yeah, I had a great time. Did you have a good time as well?
It was incredible. And such an honor to be there, like you said, supporting women, because we need it.
Yeah.
And it's such a great example. They had so many initiatives of bringing in young athletes to see these women, showing them exactly what they can strive to be. So it was a really cool day. Now, before we go any further, I actually have to start with my own not gonna lie. We met before. This is such an embarrassing story.
We did. What happened?
We've met one time. And I took this experience with me afterwards and was just like, like when you talk to someone and you just have this moment afterwards and you're like, you're a moron. Because I was in the bathroom at the Super Bowl in Miami, I believe it was, feeding our oldest, who's now 5. So this was 5 years ago. And I was feeding her in the bathroom, and you had just announced, I believe it is your 3rd, that you were pregnant with.
Yeah, when?
And I said, oh, congratulations. And you said, you were so gracious, of course. You were like, thank you so much. And I was like, oh, by the way, my husband loves your husband. And you, of course, again, so sweet. Like, oh, that's so nice. Thank you. And in my head, I was like, oh, wait, you think my husband is a fan of your husband, which he is, but like he also knows him. So then I was like in a panic to be like, oh, well, they were just at Pro Bowl together last week. I was like, gosh, it's not getting any better. So then I was just like, okay. And I was like, there wasn't a nice way to say that just a couple of days ago, your husband was behind my husband,
That just snapped.
Exactly. I was like, gosh, you just made it sound like your husband, and he is, like I said, a fan of your husband, but it was just so funny that in the moment I was just like, oh, I never thought of it that way.
That's so funny.
Yes.
That is comedy. Well, my husband's also a fan of your husband and his legacy that he built, and so there's love both ways.
We'll circle back to football, but right now I'd love to talk to you about some of your music. Like I said, I'm a big fan, and I'm so excited about your new album, CC, which comes out August 22nd. What's your favorite song from the new album?
Oh man, let me tell you, I'm so excited for this album, Kylie. This album's a labor of love because it's literally been almost like 5 years and some change since I've been working on it. And I've also been releasing songs in real time. And I'll tell you, this is the first time I think I will be saying this on an interview. As you know, the 22nd is the big day that my fans finally get to unlock the album. And when I say unlock, because it started out as an EP. And then I shared that EP with the world. And there's like 6 or 7 songs on there. And then I was just creating along the way. And I'm like, I'm going to stop sitting on these songs. Like, my fans deserve to have these records. Don't overthink it. They say, think long, think wrong. I'm like, I want to tell my fans, thank you for their support. Why hold back the music? Give it to them. So the 22nd, as you know, is the release date. And then fast forward to 3 days later, the deluxe album unlocks as well. So if you've already pre-saved and you order the album on the 22nd, you're going to automatically get that. So this is my first time sharing that. And the reason I'm saying that because one of my favorite songs is on the deluxe album, and it's called Low, and it's featuring an artist named Diamond Platnumz, and he's from Tanzania, and I'm just in my Africa bag right now, and so the energy that comes from that song is so exciting and so refreshing for me, for creatively. It's so melodic. It's so feel good. It's like everything I could want in a song is in that song, and it's the perfect. It's like the perfect production of what I was hoping to make when I went in the studio to finish that record and to make it all come to life. So that's one of my favorites.
Now, I'd love to throw this conversation back to 2004, which was when your first album came out, as well as the beginning of my personal love for hip hop and R&B. I was raised on like good, sort of that like soulful music. My dad loved to listen to it. So that's like what we listened to in the car. And then it just led me right into that early 2000s, like the late 90s, early 2000s hip hop and R&B is still to this day my go-to in the car. Like when it's just me, I'm like, that's it. I also read that your song Goodies was originally called Cookies.
Yeah, it was.
Now, what went into the decision of switching that name?
Well, back in the days, in that time, Cookies was a hot word. There was a song, I think, from an artist in Miami. I don't remember the name of the artist at that time. And cookies was a word that they were kind of coining like at that moment, right? And
in the newest episode of the viral podcast New Heights, Kylie Kelce, wife of NFL legend Jason Kelce, stunned fans by revealing for the very first time an intimate story about the growing, heartwarming bond between her family and global superstar Taylor Swift. With a radiant smile, Kylie shared that Taylor had created an unforgettable, deeply personal gift for her youngest daughter Finnley, something so touching it left the entire Kelce household in awe. As Jason and his brother Travis Kelce reminisced about treasured family moments, Kylie leaned in with glowing excitement, confessing, "There's something I haven't told you guys yet, and today feels like the perfect time to share it." Her words electrified the room. Finnley had been given a special gift by Taylor, and she simply refuses to put it down. Immediately, Jason and Travis erupted with laughter, their curiosity and surprise filling the air. Jason teased, half shocked, "Wait, Taylor gave Finnley a gift? This is breaking news to me." Travis, overwhelmed with pride, could barely contain his joy as his girlfriend became the star of the story, eagerly insisting, "Okay, everyone needs the full details. What exactly did Taylor do that made Finnley this overjoyed?" Kylie's eyes shimmered with emotion as she began to recount the magical moment. Kylie revealed that the unforgettable gift Taylor gave little Finnley wasn't some flashy luxury piece, not glittering jewelry or designer labels, but something far more magical, a rare limited edition children's book holding Taylor's own handwritten notes inside. "Taylor knows Finnley adores reading before bedtime," Kylie explained warmly. Instead of choosing an ordinary toy or doll, Taylor hunted down a cherished first edition of Finnley's favorite fairy tale, making it deeply personal. The most heart-melting detail was Taylor's sweet handwritten message gracing the very first page, sealed with her signature and a tiny heart. "Jason Kelce, the strong yet tender father who rarely lets."